My name is Corey Nadell. I'm a photographer and a videographer based in Western New York, and I tell people stories. This one is mine. So to set the stage, I was always a very, very weird child. I used to take my family's garbage and I would make what I used to call inventions out of them. One day, my uncle, who's actually a fiction and fantasy author, asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up.
A sense of direction, of directing and cinematography, because that's what I plan to do with my life. I want to make movies.
My response was unexpected, to say the least. There was just something about movies, and in particular movies like Star Wars, where someone had literally thought to themselves, what if this world existed? I wanted to do that. I had such a wild imagination, and I knew that if I could tap into that, I could make something awesome. I just didn't know how. A few of my friends at this time had been making videos on YouTube. These random videos and jackass type of skits. I fell in love with it. I loved the process. I loved being in front of the camera as well as being behind it. I begged, and I mean begged, my mother to get me a camera for my 8th birthday. One that could shoot video, and sure enough, she did. My mom got me this cheap camera from Big Lots, and I made my first video that night. Every single day, like clockwork, I went out and filmed whatever I could. I was making skits, skateboarding videos, and even trying to make my first short films. Needless to say, the camera brought out a side of me that hardly anyone had seen prior. My sophomore year, I made a video for the oncoming junior class advisors. I remember the next day after it aired, walking through the hallways and people telling me, "Hey man, nice video." And these were people I had never even talked to before. My junior year, I went to BOCES, or vocational school, where I would study 2 years of audiovisual productions. AVP was, without a doubt, a family to me. A group of people who loved the same thing that I did. Going into college, I was finally starting to come out of my shell, but just barely. I took a video production class my first semester, one which would change everything for me. I started to do some freelance work and even got my first internship with the marketing and web department at my college. I kept shooting and trying new things every video I made, and eventually even got my commercials on TV. This was mind-blowing, one of my childhood dreams finally coming true. And it was the moment that even my parents were like, wow, he could actually do something with this. My last semester, I had no real plan for myself until I had heard about a place in town called Digitel, an internet broadcasting company. I bothered my internship coordinator literally every single day, and I mean every single day, until she got me an interview with this company. I remember them asking me to talk about my time editing, and when I explained that I learned on a software called Sony Vegas, the two of them looked at each other and smiled, later telling me that they used the same software at that same company. About 2 weeks into my internship, I was offered and accepted a full-time position with the company after graduating. Now here I am, I still work for Digitel, and I'm out producing freelance content under the name Corey A. Nadell Multimedia. I now shoot weddings, conferences, commercials, and just about anything I can think of, including a documentary series about creative people and the struggle to make their art. Every single day, I push myself to create the things that I once wished existed. My name is Corey Nadell. Let me tell your story.